The billionaire's daughter didn't just mock her. She announced her humiliation like entertainment. She clinked her champagne glass and yelled across the mansion ballroom, demanding to know which guest had brought a nobody who clearly can't afford to be here. Laughter echoed, cameras rose. Her father's smirk confirmed he approved the cruelty. The daughter gestured toward the servant entrance and sneered, "People like you use that door." But the black woman didn't argue. She smiled. Because one command from her phone would cut every dollar this family lived on. And by the end of the night, the mansion owners would be begging the woman they tried to shame to save their collapsing empire. The Aldridge estate was built to intimidate. Towering gates, imported stone, a ballroom designed for royalty and those who pretended to be. Tonight, the elite had gathered for what the invitations called a night of legacy. In that crowd stood Ariana Cole, a black CEO responsible for funding the Aldridge family's biggest ventures. They didn't know that part. What they did see, however, was a woman they assumed did not belong. Ariana stepped into the ballroom with quiet confidence. She had been personally invited by Mr. Aldridge, the billionaire patriarch. This was a celebration of success she helped create. But the moment she crossed the polished floor, every eye turned toward her. The billionaire's daughter, Vanessa Aldridge, held court at the center, surrounded by admirers. When she spotted Ariana, her expression twisted into cruel delight. Vanessa tapped her champagne glass, the sound slicing through the music. "Excuse me," she announced, voice sugary but poisonous. "Whose guest wandered in without permission? We don't let outsiders mingle with investors." Laughter rippled through the crowd like a wave of arrogance. Ariana didn't react. She had been underestimated before, and underestimation was always her greatest advantage. Mr. Aldridge approached, feigning politeness. "Perhaps you're looking for the service staff area," he said, pointing toward a hallway where servers moved like shadows. Ariana kept her tone civil. "I'm here for the investment presentation." Vanessa flicked Ariana's wrist dismissively. "I think you're lost, sweetheart." Ariana met her gaze steadily. "I assure you, I'm exactly where I need to be." Vanessa scoffed. "Security!" Two guards moved toward Ariana. A murmur spread. People raised phones. Humiliation was trending entertainment. Ariana held up a hand calmly. "Before you escort me out," she said, "I'd like to show you something." Vanessa rolled her eyes. "Oh, joy! A sales pitch!" Ariana lifted her phone and tapped a single icon. A massive projection screen behind the stage lit up. Titan Futures Investment Holdings, $8.7 billion annual portfolio primary capital partner, Cole Strategic Group majority funding, control Ariana Cole, 68%. The room went silent. Vanessa froze, confusion flickering into fear. What is this?" Ariana stepped forward. "Every major Aldridge project, real estate, energy, shipping, depends on external funding." She paused, letting tension tighten. "My funding." Mr. Aldridge's voice cracked. "This isn't—" "It is," Ariana interrupted. "I was going to sign the continuation package tonight, a 10-year, multi-billion-dollar extension." Whispers erupted. The guests who once laughed now stared, terrified they had just mocked the wrong woman. Ariana glanced at Vanessa. "But since I don't belong," she tapped her phone again. On the screen, funding status, terminated all Aldridge accounts, now frozen pending reassessment. Gasps exploded across the ballroom. Vanessa's confidence shattered. "You can't do that." "Oh, I already did," Ariana replied. Mr. Aldridge grabbed her arm desperately. "There are thousands of jobs tied to this." Ariana removed his hand with a calm, controlled motion. "Then perhaps you should have shown basic respect to the woman who keeps your companies alive." Vanessa stumbled forward, voice shaking. We were joking. It was harmless. Ariana tilted her head, unimpressed. Funny thing about jokes. They stop being funny when the consequences arrive. The guards stepped back quietly. No one wanted to be on the wrong side of this reversal. A panicked financial advisor rushed to Mr. Aldridge. "Sir, they say? The markets are reacting. Stocks, they're crashing." Phones buzzed nonstop. Investors fled the ballroom. Those who earlier joined the mockery now backed away in shame. Ariana turned to the staff, the real victims of the family's arrogance. "If funding returns, it will come with new leadership, fair wages, real security, and people who respect those who keep this place running." The head butler placed a hand over his heart, tears building in his eyes. He wasn't used to being seen. Vanessa tried one last plea, desperation turning her voice brittle. "We can apologize, publicly. Please." Ariana stepped closer, her presence suddenly enormous. "No apology can undo humiliation you thought was your birthright." Mr. Aldridge's voice trembled. "Just give us a chance to fix this." Ariana paused. Not because she doubted her decision, but because she wanted them to truly feel the silence they once forced upon her. The entire ballroom held its breath, waiting for mercy. But mercy is earned, not demanded. "You didn't make a mistake tonight," she said, her voice steady. "You revealed who you have always been." Vanessa stepped forward, mascara streaking beneath desperate eyes. "We'll make a statement. We'll take accountability." Ariana raised a hand. "Accountability is not a favor you give when you're caught. It's a behavior you choose when no one is watching." Security escorted shocked guests away as screens across the estate flashed breaking news of the empire collapsing. Ariana looked toward the staff, the only people in the room who had shown humanity. "When new ownership is established, you will be treated like the pillars you are." The head butler nodded, tears slipping quietly. Ariana turned for the final time. "This mansion was built on a lie. I'm simply removing the foundation." She walked out, leaving their world to crumble behind her.